stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios, here in Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I am the mail boy, and I am the CEO, which Vince McMahon no longer is. I don't know why I'm suddenly pausing, because I want to do my old intro. But regardless, Vince McMahon's out of power. The war is over. And before I introduce my co-host, he won. And he is the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's your boy Alex, the motherfucker here. Hey, this popping. And so the men is telling you I'm finally closing down the fan club or the fuck the Mr. McMahon club. I finally won. Now it's on to bigger and better things. Bruce Pritchard, you're next. Fuck Bruce Pritchard.
Kevin Dunn.
Keep it going. The man who goes across space. Yeah.
Oh, and on the board, J Kidd.
Yeah. The war's over.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet.
It is.
It's bittersweet.
It's just like you wouldn't imagine this would be over like so soon.
I thought this was going to last so long that it was going to stand the test of time of us being a podcast. I was going to be like, bro, we don't podcast anymore for like 10 years. And I'm like, damn, they still in fucking power. No, we're still live and kicking. And he's at home kicking his feet up, trying to make sure his investigation don't go sour.
Well, before we get into all that in deep detail, the greatest 3 minutes in podcasting, wrestling podcasting weekly, Cheeks of the Week. And as I say, if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, yada, 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 do yourself a favor. Hop onto YouTube, watch the first 3 minutes of the show, enjoy the Cheeks with us, and you can return to your normal consumption of our lovely programming.
What we got on the board?
And we got a couple first-timers this week. We got Raquel Gonzalez on the left. You know, Braun Strowman's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And on and in the middle, Wendy Chu from NXT 2.0. You know the one that wears pajamas?
Yes.
Wendy Chu, like a bubblegum chew.
She's thicker than a motherfucker. She needs a new gimmick because that gimmick is trash. And then we have Carmella. She's been on before. Little booties matter too. But then our main event. Oh, yeah. Tony Storm and Nikita Lyons.
Nikita? You damn right it is. God damn. If I was in a room with a whole bunch of women and they told me I had to choose and she walked in, I'm folding. I'm folding like a piece of paper.
Nikita.
The fact that she went and had booty shorts made of that.
It's just an honor. Like.
Oh, let me see if I can hit this twice. I made it. Ooh, Kobe. I made it twice.
Look, my thing is, she should have had them shorts made when she first got into wrestling. That should have been part of her gimmick. Fuck all that shit.
Word. That's a good ass idea. Maybe when she gets to the main roster and TV 14 takes over.
Yeah,
TV 14 takes over. I want to see her in her original outfit that was all the holes, where she just had like some boy shorts on and the bra.
Yeah.
And I just see her big weight vest on, and I'm gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. She been in the ring for 2 minutes, and I already exploded a minute in.
And since we don't have an update on Natalya and her hot sister this week, we now have Shotzi Blackheart and her hot sister.
First of all, Shotzi had a fucking sister. She's supposed to have picture. I was like, what is happening here?
And the sister has an OnlyFans, but is not is not tagged to any of her social medias, so I couldn't actually find it.
Oh, you got me fucked up. You're not gonna find it.
Oh yeah, I know you'll find it. I just didn't investigate long enough. I took like 2 minutes, searching her social medias and I couldn't find it, so I gave up.
Well, it was bound to happen. Alex is bound to find it though.
How about you give it that at the end of the show? I go on Twitter. I'll find it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know Alex will find it.
Yes, so that's once again the extension of Cheeks of the Week. Hot Sisters.
Yeah. This has become a thing here in Cheeks of the Week.
Hey.
Yeah, his own segment. Like, you got Cheeks of the Week, and then we got Hot Sisters of Wrestling.
Hot Sisters of Wrestling.
Imagine Brock Lesnar had a sister.
Oh God.
You're fond of that already.
Because imagine the sister looked like his daughter.
Imagine his daughter having one down the road.
Oh. I'm
Nothing but fresh. No.
God bless the man that would have sex with her.
There's some guys out there that like that type of shit.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
I salute them, but if she grow up.
I forgot. There's a fetish for everything.
Look, if she grows up, if she like Brock Lesnar in the face, but look like Nikia Lyons in the waist, I'm sliding. You got me fucked up.
What up, Valdor? He said hot sisters and cheeks. All right, back to Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Man.
At 47, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. 47? Then, now, forever, together. #thankful.
Yeah. But that means...
He's together bullshit, ain't he?
Oh, he's trying to drag everybody down. If I'm going down, you're coming with me.
I think what I find funny is there's some talks in the back of certain wrestlers that feel some type of way that he's leaving. And then there's certain wrestlers back there that are happy that he's leaving.
That primary person, we'll get to him. That's a story on its own. We'll get to that one. But yeah, there's a lot of people backstage that they feel some type of way. Either they had a good relationship with Vince and they're sad to see him go, or they had a bad relationship and they're like, okay, maybe this is my time to actually show what I can do. But
So what it sounds like you're saying, you're talking about the Hurt Business. That's what it sounds like.
Oh yes, I have that on tonight, and I finally have a fucking gold hat to match it. It took me a year and a half to find a gold fitted to go with it.
Is it good?
Hey, this is crazy. It finally happened. I mean, sad thing is, I saw the tweet before you sent it to me because I was on Twitter, and I was like, "There's no way this is real."
My phone was blowing up. Every wrestling fan I know was sending it to me, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
Like, what is going on?
And then I had to hit up every podcast that we're friends with on Instagram.
Of course.
I was like, "Is this for real?"
Right. It took me by surprise, the simple fact that I was on Twitter and I just refreshed it. And it was like, Vince McMahon. I said, oh, he must be up here with his now together forever bullshit. And I was looking, it was like, retiring. I got her in, I was like, hey, people in my house, Vince is retiring? And I don't believe the bullshit. And I'm seeing everybody like thanking him. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this legit?
Mm-hmm.
Serious? Like, is he really retiring? That's not a joke?
A tear
Don't
came down on Alex's eye after he said that. He was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
I really wanted to cry. I was like, oh my God, this is it. Oh man. And I was like, bro, now I want to watch Raw. And I watched Raw for the first time.
Now, obviously, we could sit here and shit on Vince McMahon for a couple of days.
Yeah,
but he did do some good for the wrestling world.
He did.
Obviously, he gave us WrestleMania.
I like how you may say a couple of days. I mean, I can shit on Mr. Man as long as people talk about Chris Benoit. I can shit on that same much time.
He gave us WrestleMania. He gave us what we know as Hulk Hogan. There was a Hulk Hogan before that, but the Hulk Hogan we know Vince is primarily responsible for. He was the perfect foil for Stone Cold. What else has he done over time?
The catalyst to give us the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
Correct. He bought his competition.
Yeah, the guy gets after era. The guy that went to war with ECW and WCW during their invasion. The guy that wanted to have a sexual storyline with his daughter when she was pregnant. I'm not never letting that shit go.
He gave us the WWE Network for $9.99. You get everything that was ever recorded in wrestling history for $10 a month. And the cock kind of fucked that up because you can't find shit on it.
But
he also gave us.
Also, you couldn't fast forward to certain people matches. It's been a while.
Yeah.
He also gave us the Katie Vick storyline.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he did.
I'm never gonna let that down. That one was the most horrible shit. And he was like, "It's because it's funny." Like, what?
And look, he also gave us the one thing that we can never forget. Remember the Rumble and that badass backlash in New Jersey.
Oh man. Oh man.
Wow, man. He gave us a lot of things.
The corporation. Do-rag Vince. With the ECW
I was just
championship.
Do-rag Vince before he retired, like the day before.
When Vince blew out both of his quads, walking to the ring.
He gave us John Cena, he gave us Batista, he gave us Randy Orton, and he gave us all Brock Lesnar from the same OVW class.
Correct.
He also
gave us the John Cena addressing him as the N-word.
What's up, my nigga?
That bullshit ass women's matches they used to have with the mud pit, the bra and panty matches that we love and miss sometimes.
Yes.
But like Lions doing.
Oh, he gave us the Montreal screw job. And he got spit on. And then punched in the face after backstage.
That'd be funny. He also gave us the Blue Falcon and also get in there.
He gave us the Red Rooster and the fucking, what was the fucking turkeys? The gobbledygooker.
Mm-hmm. Right. I swear that name will point somewhere in the cross seas. I swear it is.
Oh, he gave us the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, that's right. He gave us WeLC, bro.
WeLC is so underrated. I'm gonna say that every time. So underrated.
It is, bro. It still holds up, and I don't give a damn.
Yeah, it holds up. That's the best part. It holds up. I will watch it right now and pop like I've never seen it before.
I think I watched it the day on my phone, and I was sitting there in my break room at a job. Like, what are you watching? I was like, bro, something that y'all don't understand.
You know what else he gave us? He gave us the sad every week Tim White story.
Oh man,
the suicide story. Rest in peace, Tim White.
Yeah. He gave us the anonymous Raw general manager.
Still don't know who the hell it was.
We all still think it's Hornswoggle.
Wasn't it?
He gave us the lockbox at WrestleMania 32 that Shane McMahon was supposed to get if he won against The Undertaker that we never heard about again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no. He gave us the India special where he crowned Braun Strowman as champion that he is still champion.
3,642 days later, Braun Strowman is still the greatest Royal Rumble champion.
And he's not even in the company anymore.
Not even in the company. That's breaking the forbidden door.
You'll never get more forbidden than
he
that.
gave us the egg at, what was that, Survivor Series? The golden egg that Austin Theory just wanted to take a picture with.
That The Rock gave him.
That The Rock gave him.
Notice.
He gave us that good food and caterer from Big E and everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He nourished a lot of people. He nourished a lot of people.
He gave us bra and panties match.
Yes.
He allowed us to have the New Day.
This is true.
For a long
Even though he decided
time.
to break them up 2 years ago, but you know.
For a long time.
They lasted longer than what we thought they was gonna last.
Yeah. Because that original gimmick was a death. It was a death sentence.
Oh yeah, it was. But
that they were not supposed to make it.
It was a death sentence, but I feel like they'd have made it work.
They did.
They did, and that's the beautiful part about it. They made it work. Valdor said Vince is coming back. Is Durag Vince the safe theory?
I would love Durag Vince back again.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into some the gritty parts of Vince McMahon stepping down.
I had so much fun in that segment.
But we could have kept that going for like 3 shows. You understand me?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's the full length. Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that. Okay, we'll read that one first. Vince WWE's 8K, that's the board of directors, states the company found $14.6 million in payments by Vince McMahon that should have been recorded as company expenses. WWE will reissue financial statements from 2019, 2020, 2021, and Q1 of 2022. So, we now have proof that Vince was actually using company money for his personal payoffs. And this is why Vince McMahon has gracefully retired. Because this report came out that night after Vince had already announced he retired.
He was trying to save his ass. He was like, yeah.
Right, correct. And this comes from business, documentation websites. So this isn't wrestling. The wrestling people are trying to do business. This was actually from a legit business website. But Vince himself also stated, "This was sent to talent. As I approach 77, it feels time for me to retire as chairman and CEO of WWE. Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire to you, thrill you, and surprise you, and always entertain you. I feel like I want to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success, and I would like to thank all of our past and present superstars and employees for their dedication and passion to our brand. Most importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us into their homes every week and being your choice of entertainment. I hold the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generations of fans all over the world who have liked, currently like, and sometimes even love our form of sports entertainment. Aww. Then, now, forever, together."
I need him to stop saying that shit, because that shit ain't going to never get no better.
Yeah.
But the one person that I didn't see write anything about him? Well, 2 people.
Who?
Shane and Linda.
Yes. It still blows my mind that in all of this, Shane has nothing. Shane has nothing.
Nothing.
Apparently, what I heard, Vince said Shane would not do anything in the business again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want him back there. And I'm like, now you're no longer there. So what's Stephanie be like? I want my brother back. What do? Do you just go home and call Stephanie and be like, hey, I said he don't need to come back. Old man, stay home.
Basically. Because during the last run with Shane from, 2016 to when he got sent home from the Royal Rumble this year, he never bought back in as an executive. He didn't own any stock. He was just getting a paycheck as an office worker and a paycheck as a talent. He was just a person on the payroll. He just happened to be named McMahon. So he took liberties to do what he wanted, but he was never officially in any official role.
Yeah.
So Stephanie now takes over as chairperson of the board of directors, and she's now co-CEO along with Nick Khan.
There's still a Khan and McMahon in the office, but
yes,
it's not a Vince.
Not Vince.
It's not a Vince. And it's not a Tony either.
Not a Tony. And if we move along,
yes, of course,
Triple H is now the executive vice president of talent relations. He's the head of creative and the booker for all of WWE.
But did we ever think Triple H was going to make it this far to actually be at this role?
Yes, we always thought.
You know what? I'm starting to think the time that he took off for his heart surgery, and then remember when they said, oh, Stephanie's being relieved of her duties and she's going to take some time off? They all knew this was coming.
Yep.
They gave them a couple vacations because they saw this coming.
No. What I'm saying is, did we ever think that Hunter Hearst Helms, the pedigree born bred, with the original clip, will evolve into Triple H to be the booker for WWE.
Oh, sir, you forgot Terror Rising.
Yes.
What a break.
You forgot Terror Rising.
Trying to slide that away from here, but damn it.
Yeah, so WWE and its board of directors announced the appointment of Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan to co-CEO, and Ms. McMahon has also been appointed to chairwoman, and Mr. Khan will continue to serve as a board member. Skip a little bit. We are grateful for the opportunity to lead WWE together in our unmatched management team. We recognize this tremendous opportunity and responsibility, and we look forward to serving the WWE Universe. Additionally, Paul Levesque will assume responsibilities related to WWE's creative in addition to his regular duties. Oh. And this is the greatest thing to happen to WWE in forever.
Look, that picture alone, seeing Triple H stand at the end of Tantrum
with the headset.
With the headset
Running
on.
Shit.
You just know that shit is about to get real.
Oof, man.
Real quick.
He's now the man in the big chair in Gorilla.
So AEW better be careful. Impact better be careful.
Right.
This is a certified hood classic.
And as we were saying before we went on the air, at the end of 2023, everybody that was released from WWE in 2020 and 2021, their AEW contracts are going to expire. Who resigns there and who decides to come back to WWE? Adam Cole and the Red Dragon, Keith Lee, Swerve, Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy.
The list goes on.
All Triple H guys, all people that Paul Heyman was trying to push when he was in charge of Raw. Mm-hmm. Do they come back?
We'll see. We'll see. Are they very loyal to Triple H?
Yeah.
I'm NXT. So
I'm gonna tell you what I'm more excited for, right? Everybody that came from NXT that got played by Vince McMahon about the best shine of their goddamn life.
Yep.
That means Ricochet might win more matches now.
Oh yeah, that's Ricochet right. Might be on TV. How about that?
He'll be on TV more.
People might get their names back. Yeah. Austin Theory, Matt Riddle, Tommaso Ciampa, Eli Drake, or LA Knight. I can go with either one.
At this point, just bring back Eli Drake.
Yeah, especially since he dropped out of Maximum Male Models.
Can we get rid of fucking T-Bar and what you call it? Get him back their original name.
Yes, Dijakovic. Give him back his name, please. Dominic Dijakovic, full name.
Let's bring back also freaking. Let's bring Butch's names back.
Oh, Pete Dunne. Yes, Pete Dunne.
Please make it happen.
I mean, it's only been 3 days. He can't fix everything in 3 days.
I bet you he could. I bet you.
He said, "I bet you he could."
When he had to get that surgery for his heart, I bet you he was in the hospital with a notebook. He was like, "If I ever get in rule, all of this shit will be fixed before the month is out." Everything's gonna run its course into SummerSlam, and then after SummerSlam, then you will start noticing more changes beyond what we had on Raw when Roman Reigns ripped into Austin Theory like it was 2001, and we've got The Rock in the ring with just some random ass person. He made me feel bad for Austin Theory, and I don't feel bad for that man. Your daddy ain't here to save you. I was like, why did he hit so hard home? Like, God damn, he just left.
Yeah, your daddy ain't here to save you. Mm-hmm. Oh, and back to what we were talking about a couple minutes ago. In terms of the talent that was upset that Vince left, allegedly Brock Lesnar walked out on SmackDown. And all of the wrestling media got on, social media and said, from several sources, Brock Lesnar has left SmackDown. And then right after that, everybody's reporting, oh, they're reaching out to Goldberg to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Bullshit.
It was reaching out to Goldberg. Brock left. And they cut a deal with him, and nobody knows the deal they cut for him to get him to come back that night.
One of two things happened. He legitimately left, and he probably went to Vince's hotel, because Vince was probably in the same city. Mm-hmm. He just didn't come to TV. He probably went to Vince's hotel and went to talk to Vince personally. And Vince probably told him, don't worry, go back. I'll make sure you're good.
Because it was a big deal that Vince McMahon left for him because
Or Paul Heyman called him and he came back.
Didn't
One
he
or the
handle
other.
his contract personally?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So that's why he's mad. That was why, because they could take him off TV.
Valdor said Theory needed a Senzu bean after that burn.
Oh my god.
What up, George? George is in the chat.
George, what's going on?
It's Super Dragon Ball to get that damn L fixed.
Yeah. But I come on now. I don't think Brock has a problem with Triple H. As long as he knows, I don't think he has a Triple H beef.
But there's got to be something why he left, though.
I know he doesn't like Pritchard, and I know he doesn't like Stephanie in terms of dealing with them.
Yeah.
But I'm sure once he realized that Triple H is in the big chair, he probably all right. I can tough it out for whatever.
Well.
But the thing is, he don't need to tough it out, because guess what? When Brock says, "Hey, I don't want to keep the belt on me," Triple H gonna be like, "Bet, who you want to put it on?" He's not gonna be like Vince and be like, last minute Brock keeping the belt, and then piss Brock off when Brock got to throw the belt across gorilla at him again.
That's still one of the greatest moments. To think you just won the world title match at WrestleMania and you're mad you won?
Yeah, right.
That takes a lot of fucking balls.
But he didn't want that shit. That man wanted to go the fuck home. He did not want to be there. He wanted to be at his house with his cows
in Saskatoon.
And his older, non-sexy but still sexy wife,
who allegedly also sucked through Vince's dick, but
go home. And Vince is like, "Nah, you gonna be on these damn roads. I'm paying you, nigga." What?
And to cap all of this off, on Friday night, the president and CEO of AEW, Tony Khan, he wanted to say, "Thank you, wrestling fans, for your great support of AEW. I am grateful to be the longest tenured CEO in pro wrestling."
Yeah.
You dumb motherfucker. Does Impact not exist? Does NWA not exist?
Look, what's funny? When he said that, I laughed. But then I was like, what's funny? Since AEW started, there really hasn't been no change of power. Because how many people change of power TNA has since it started?
Yeah.
Impact last sold, the official sell to Anthem Sports went through in 2017. That's when Dixie was taken out of power. That's when Jeff Jarrett got screwed and Billy Corgan got screwed in that transaction because Dixie's lawyers fucking sold them a bill of goods and they didn't actually own anything. They officially sold to Anthem Sports in 2017. So whoever the executive is at Anthem Sports is the CEO of Impact. And that predates AEW, which legally became a business January 1st, 2019. I looked all this up.
And that's what made me laugh. I was like, damn, I forgot TNA did go through a lot of people taking over the company from time to time. I was like, but that's funny. But I ain't gonna lie. Tony Khan gonna be a dick. And I ain't gonna lie, if I want to start some shit, I would probably do the same shit. I wouldn't care. And
also in my research, back to Billy Corgan, who got screwed in the Impact deal, he bought into NWA it was April of 2018. So two people predate Tony Khan as CEOs of a wrestling company, but he can run his joke. But you know what was not a joke? What was not a joke was Claudio Castagnoli is the new Ring of Honor World Champion at Death Before Dishonor.
I'm so proud of this man.
That had to be the opening match.
That had to be.
Because we knew what the main event was going to be, so this had to go on first.
That was a good match.
And it was quick and to the point too.
It was quick, but it was a good match.
The sad thing is, I don't think this was the opening match for the simple fact that
there was a pre-show. There was a pre-show.
I'm about to say, yeah, because when the confetti hit, like, weird, and I was like, wait, what? What the hell is confetti for?
It's in the background.
Yeah.
22 years of in the wrestling industry, never winning a heavyweight anything, and win one against a bitch-ass nigga. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, Claudio won, but let's go straight into it.
Yeah,
let's go straight into it. Jonathan Gresham, apparently, after the pay-per-view went off the air, after the media scrum, he hung around all night to talk to Tony Khan. And apparently he cursed out Tony Khan, said, "You don't treat me like a star. I should have kept the belt, yada, yada, yada." Are you serious? You really thought you were going to win that match? Did he really think that?
Claudio?
Against
Yeah.
No, come on. Come on. You gotta read the writing on the wall. You have to take the temperature of the room. Claudio has to win that. He's the hottest thing going in that spectrum right now.
He was the hottest debut, the hottest match, like for Jake Hager. The blood and guts was fucking crazy because of Claudio.
And then his cracker devil girlfriend, who was out of pocket 2 weeks ago talking about Chris Benoit, she's on the internet talking about, oh, immediately you're happier when you stand up for yourself. Fuck you, cracker devil. Don't worry, I still like white women, but you know.
You'll still get chicks of the week.
Jordan gets somebody else. WWE that talked this shit and left and said he didn't want to wrestle, and then what was it? 2 months later, he was back into wrestling.
Yeah,
and that's BS. He give me CPS vibes, and I need him to grow some balls and some height and stop whining. That like no. I'm a wrestling fan. I ain't a WWE wrestling fan, not an AEW wrestling fan. I'm a fan of all fucking wrestling. I'm not biased, but bruh, you gotta understand. You've been Ring of Honor champion since Ring of Honor was still going. Ring of Honor disappeared. Ring of Honor got bought and came back. You were still defending this title in other fucking companies. Being their champion. And you lost to Cesaro? Bro, first of all, there's nobody around here doing that with a belt that not even a part of a company till it got bought. Still out there representing that company as their champion and still beating these people ass in pure wrestling rules. You got the fuck up. Please. I don't give a damn what anybody say on any of the podcasts. I don't give a fuck what anybody say on the Jobless Tears. I don't give a fuck what any black people say in wrestling. You can all suck it. You got to understand it's business, okay? You lost the belt. So what? You're still going to be the number one name they say when it comes to this title. Cesaro's going to be up there, but when they talk about pro wrestling champion, you are it. They can't take that away from you. Why are you bitching? That shit gets on my nerve. I don't understand people to be like, oh, I feel like they did that because he was black. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, please.
Yeah.
Just stop. Like, it's the whole thing. This is business. WWE has done it many times. WCW has done it many times. ECW, every time. TNA, all the time. ROH, Impact, Triple A Wrestling, they all do it. If you're champion and you have been champion longer than what you think of, they're going to give it to somebody that is hot and fresh to keep the belt alive. Jordan Gresham did a good job carrying it. I commend you on it. You are a really pure wrestling champion, but your time was up, and you knew it when that match was announced. Your time was up, and you waited the night of the match to start bitching and complaining?
Word.
Nah. At this point now, Samoa Joe should have slapped you in the back of your little ass head like you did.
Samoa Joe had a fire-ass match, too.
He did. That was a good match, too.
I kind of skimmed through it because I was pressed for time, but from what I saw, it was fire.
Yeah, it was a fire match. Didn't Anthony Ogogo have something to say about
Anthony Ogogo, some nobody that works for AEW. He's a Cody guy because he's a part of the Nightmare Factory. Excuse me, just the factory. They can't use Nightmare anymore because Cody owns it and he's in WWE. So just the factory.
Yeah.
He said, super cute that Jonathan Gresham was the last ever Ring of Honor champ. Kind of reminds me of when Hornswoggle was the last ever Cruiserweight champ. Congrats, kiddo. I fucks with Anthony Ogogo now.
Bro, like, I don't think it makes sense.
I fucks with Anthony Ogogo now.
Like, it makes sense, bro. I'm telling you. Like, yo, no offense. Anybody got an issue with it, you can argue with me on our podcast or on the fucking Instagram. I argue with you all day. You still kiss my ass.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
People don't think, man. People don't think.
They don't really think.
They think with their feelings more than they think with logic.
They do. They be in their feelings so much that, they take the time to go to Twitter and just fucking say anything. And then they get backlash for it because they wonder why.
I'm gonna tell you right now, what's the biggest thing? People do this shit with their feelings. When Bianca Belair won the title, everybody was on Bianca Belair's clip.
Yep.
When Bianca Belair lost the belt, everybody was up for that she lost it. But I'm like, y'all know she's gonna win it back, so why are y'all even scared? Y'all like she's never gonna get it back. I was like, they're not gonna treat her like Naomi, because Naomi's a mouth. Naomi's gonna say what the hell she wants to say and feel and say what she wants to, and nobody's gonna stop her.
And
but Bianca ain't been there long enough to do that, so she's not gonna say shit.
And the fact that storyline is still going, because they're having the third match with Becky this weekend.
They're gonna have to cut that off right now. Yo.
No. It's not stale. That's the thing.
It's not, but...
Becky comes back. She wins in 30 whatever seconds. Bianca gets her win back at WrestleMania. Now Becky's match, she wants the belt back. They're doing this a year later, and it's still interesting.
Yeah,
but there's a time and a place where they have to cut it.
No, but that's the thing, because there's been several branches in the storyline, because they'll go off, do something with somebody else, but eventually they come back towards each other. That's good long-term storytelling.
Yeah, this is like Stone Cold and The Rock. These motherfuckers always won the belt and will face everybody else in the company.
But they'd always come back to each other.
They will always meet back no matter what happened. If it was a belt, it wasn't a belt. These guys met. And I guess as of right now, see how Charlotte's not here because, she's out with her husband. Well, her husband's still wrestling, so she's out chilling.
She's injured.
Bailey's still at the cage back yet. And Sasha's not there. She don't have the 4 horsewomen to fall back on, so they got to give her something to keep her going.
Yeah.
Dark, it ain't even 8 o'clock yet. It ain't even close to 8 o'clock yet. You already yawning. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I told you, I slept all day.
Oh, must be nice. I wish I could do it one day.
But the Blackpool Combat Club is now draped in gold.
Dripping.
Wheeler Yuta, Jon Moxley, and Claudio Castagnoli.
All we need is Bryan Danielson to get a belt and
give him the TNT title.
Give him the
Let
TNT
him
title.
make the TNT title great again.
Oh, can I say something? Will piss me off too?
Is it about Comic-Con?
No, not Comic-Con. It can be about that later, but no.
Right, cool.
No, our TBS Women's Champion in AEW. I'm happy that she's 500 days. I'm, cheerful. Clap my hands. 500 days. This bitch ain't wrestled that many people within this 500 days. So no offense to you.
Yeah, she's only had 34 matches.
Yeah, I'm upset. You're so many wins in, but since you won the belt, you ain't had that many matches. You're kind of on the level of Brock Lesnar, or just having the belt, not doing nothing with it, and they're counting you as champion. It kind of just irks my nerve a little bit. The wrestling fan fires as hell. Nobody's saying this shit about her, but when Brock did it, it was just like, oh, he does not want to do nothing. He just want a belt. But you put a belt on her, and she's supposed to be a fighting champion. And we know she can fight, but she's been part of her little baddie side club for so long now. I forgot the last match she really had to was the other day.
Yep.
And we celebrating this with great flyers online of her making 500 days. I'm like, but she hasn't done nothing out of this. Like 400 of them.
And our main event of Death Before Dishonor, them boys and Top Guys.
Boy, that was a match.
That was brutal.
That was a clinic. That was a class on how to do tag team wrestling. Young Bucks.
For real. Young Bucks.
You do realize the Young Bucks purposely lost the belts to I wouldn't say Street Profits, Swerve and Lee on purpose. They purposely went to Tony and said, we want to lose the belts because they didn't want to lose to FTR.
I don't blame them. It makes sense.
FTR is on fire right now.
Because after that promo where the crowd starts chanting FTR at them, they gave up.
They were like, nope. Nope, we ain't trying to do this.
Because the story was supposed to be they're going to lose the AEW belts to FTR at All Out. Because that was supposed to be a third match in their series. They gave up. They're not with it.
Yeah.
They can't handle it. They can't handle being second best or third best. They have to be what they claim to be, which they're not. You have a following, good. You have a fan base, good. But you're not the end all be all. when it comes to tag team wrestling.
Like when it comes to a spot fest, you are the end all or be all. Y'all motherfuckers got spots for days. There ain't nothing y'all don't do, not a spot. But when it comes down to traditional tag team wrestling, you ain't got it. That's not it.
You're looking at 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah.
In either order, I won't argue. 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I really want them boys to be on TV on AEW. They ain't got to have me in speaking role. They just got to be there for me. At least.
Network executives will not allow that, unfortunately.
I know, but if Triple H see through, they might get to show up at NXT.
You imagine if you see the Briscoes in NXT?
Word.
That could happen too.
Get the Briscoes show
NXT
NXT and then get Jared Briscoe to come back there and introduce them.
Ha! Nice.
Imagine the possibilities now that Triple H.
Now, this is going to be an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
This wasn't as good as the first match. It's not that it was bad. It just wasn't.
Why.
The first one was just so good. You can't match it.
Yeah.
You can't match it.
The first match was awesome. I could probably agree with you on that one because this was good, but this wasn't like how that first match was. That first match was kind of magical.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. That match was, oh my God.
Also, little known fact, the building was more than half empty. The TV side was empty. That. So empty. Because there's a fan picture from when Claudio wins the title. They're sitting TV side. So the hard camera side, it's the front 5 rows and just emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's funny though? I thought about Tony Khan said something, and he said this is probably one of the biggest sellout shows for ROH. And I was like, I don't think so. But then if you look at ROH where they normally had their pay-per-views, it's only building. Like 6 rows deep, and that is it. So to have that many people on one TV show side and still have 4 sides of people around it, he kind of got a point. That's technically the biggest group of people they have for a pay-per-view.
Yeah. It's just all the secondhand ticket websites bought the tickets like fucking Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, they gotta make their money the best way they can because WWE be selling out some shit to be trash, and I'd be like, there's no way in hell people showed up to this show.
Yeah.
It's all good marketing.
So we're finally going to have Ric Flair's final match.
Woo.
When they first got announced, I was optimistic. Now I honestly don't really care anymore.
I mean, we did see Jeff Jarrett literally beat the shit out of Ric
Flair.
I
mean, the angle is good, but I'll watch it to watch it, but I can't say I'm excited to see it.
It's just like you're going to beat up an old man.
I am excited to see it, but I'm excited to not hear about it no more.
Okay, yes, I understand that. Yes, that's a good point.
This is one.
But the longer they drag this out, is the more we're going to hear about this shit, and I don't want to keep hearing about this.
and once again, Jeff Jarrett is double booked this weekend. Mm-hmm. On Saturday, he's going to be the special guest referee for the Usos versus Street Profits, and then he's going to be in this match against Ric Flair.
This is what I think about Ric Flair.
How many times do we have to teach you this
old
lesson,
man?
It's just like, why? You're gonna get killed, bro. Like at this point,
he wants to die in the ring.
I'm about to say, look, why?
We could witness a murder on TV.
We could, in the hands of Jeff Jarrett or Jay Lethal.
Preferably Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
The reason
better storytelling.
The reason why Ric Flair wanted to do this is a simple fact that, like every other wrestler except for Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik, because their bodies don't work like that no more. Once you leave wrestling and you got to go back to a regular human life, that shit is boring. You want to get back in the ring and wrestle. And Ric Flair was like one of them guys, when he retired, I feel like he went home and he was just thinking of dream matches he could still have because he still can go at that age. Because look at the Rock and Roll Express.
Mm-hmm.
They still wrestling, but they out here putting on these decent and sometimes good shows. And I'm like, why? When y'all start wrestling, y'all bodies are going to quit immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just going to shut down.
Yep.
And I think Ric Flair realized it when he almost died a few times when he been out of wrestling. He's like, my body is crawling it back. I need to go back. If not, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. Speaking of people that can still go in the ring, Rey Mysterio celebrated his 20th year in WWE because Rey Mysterio's been wrestling since 1989, but they only count the WWE years. But meanwhile, when they did the Triple H one, they counted WCW, but they're not counting Rey Mysterio's WCW. I don't know why.
I don't know. But
they own it, so why are they not counting it?
Yeah.
But hooray! Hooray!
It was actually kind of lackluster. There wasn't really much of a celebration.
I think it was just for the storyline.
Just for the storyline for the whole thing with the Judgment Day, and the Easter egg between Rhea Ripley and Aaliyah Mysterio. This was beautiful.
Man,
this was beautiful. Because remember when Buddy Murphy was creeping with a barely legal Aaliyah Mysterio? I think she had just turned 18.
Damn.
And you know Vince's eyes, she was just legal enough to be put in the position.
Man, this was
Bruh, did you see Buddy Murphy's tweet though?
Oh yes, I forgot to get the screenshot of the tweet. Yes. Yeah, he talked about it.
The tweet, he said they can fight over custody of me in a ladder match. And then Rhea Ripley posted up a gif of some dude climbing a ladder at like Mach 2.
Yep.
I was like, bruh, the storytelling on this, like, god damn it. And it's like, I'm happy that Vince not there. You know, Vince wouldn't have let this shit played out. But Triple H was like, put them in the same room together.
Yep.
Let's just go ahead and put them in the same room together. Let's just get that pop for Buddy Murphy.
Oh, and the fact that Rhea Ripley is wearing an "I'm Your Poppy" T-shirt, just to add layers to it.
Just to add layers of insults, and it's just like, holy crap! One with Dominic, one with Aaliyah, one with Rey. It's just, I'm liking this. I'm liking how they're turning this now.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if we don't get half the people that left WWE to sign back, but we can get some kind of form of them at least trying to have a work relationship together, you wouldn't need to sign them back. You could just have Buddy Murphy and them show the hell up and fuck shows up over here and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
And that would still be good for television because guess what I'm going to be doing? Watching both shows, trying to figure out who's going to show up on what.
You know, the crazy part is this is also foreshadowing Edge coming back into the picture to join the Mysterios.
Yep.
Because, you know, they have a great relationship. Edge
but
and Mysterios.
They still buddies.
Yeah, Edge and Mysterios are still buddies. So, you know, the time is going to come where Edge is going to come back and fight the Judgment Day. Fight his own creation.
Yeah. So also happening at SummerSlam. Obviously, we know the big match. It's going to be Brock and Roman in a last man standing. Allegedly for the last time.
Last man.
Last man standing.
Mm-hmm. Last time.
So obviously we know that. We've already talked about the Usos and the Street Profits. We got Pat McAfee and Happy Corbin.
Hey.
I'm in it for Pat McAfee. And low key to me Baron Corbin does his job as a heel. He makes you hate him. You want to see him get the shit kicked out of him.
Which is
he
does his job well.
Ever in the face. It would be so fucking weird.
We got Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship, that rematch. We got the rematch, Liv versus Ronda Rousey for the Women's SmackDown Championship. We have Riddle versus Seth Franklin Rollins. I'm not letting that one go. We got, as we were talking about, Bianca Belair versus Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch and this year-long storyline. Logan Paul versus The Miz. Logan Paul got booed on Raw. He's supposed to be the babyface, but he got booed on Raw.
As I expected to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we all expected to be.
Because he just can't be a babyface.
He can't. Like, why would you have to go?
He is The Miz's replacement when The Miz leaves finally. He's automatically hated around the world. He is automatically his replacement.
And we as we were just talking about, the Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. So that will be your card at SummerSlam.
So something actually interesting happened in NXT, didn't it?
Oh, yes. So, as Alex was talking about earlier, maybe Triple H will actually do something and then revive the women's tag championships. Meanwhile, on NXT, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship was thrown in the garbage. Like Medusa did when she showed up on WCW.
Yes. AKA Alundra Blaze.
Yes, Alundra Blaze, yes.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is good storytelling.
This is
Because
really...
you just won them belts.
Yeah, but then she turned heel on her partner. What's that girl's name? Vanessa something?
Yeah.
I forgot.
You know, with her fake broke
I don't pay attention to NXT until this part.
Yeah, that skateboard is never going to get lived down.
But
that skateboard was still better than the explosion match in AEW.
You know, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True. I want an Inferno match again.
Well, we had the Ring of Fire match between Orton and Fiend.
That was a long time ago.
No, that was 2 years ago.
I'm about to say, but we got kicked out of that. The Fiend body on fire. It wasn't even like a full match at that point.
And we don't even know if Fiend's coming back. So,
well, maybe Triple H will make that call.
No, you start texting people on your phone. Hey, big head, what's up? How you doing? What you up to?
Husky
You should come over. We should have a talk. Also, you start hearing the Fiend music start playing. You're like, oh shit! I guess Triple H was to gave him the cheeks.
Catching flies.
I've seen that live and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, though.
I was there with X-Man Dam seeing that live.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, y'all went together.
Amazing,
yeah.
Look. I went down a rabbit hole. There's a YouTube video of most of Bray Wyatt entrances and part of his matches. It's like 22 minutes long. I think I watched it twice.
Wow.
I just missed that. I just missed hearing that this song played. The ring goes dark. People bring out their phones. And he just walks through that lantern. I was like, God, I missed this. I wish this man was still back. But I want to know the horror movie that he's doing. That's all I want to know.
Right.
Yeah. I wish he came back. Honestly, I wish for the best of that he comes back, or he comes back to AEW with the same gimmick.
And it is time for Ultra Fantasy Booking. Last week was the pay-per-view for Warzone, No Way Out. Opening match was a fatal four-way tag team cage match. The champions, the Brotherhood, taking on the Usos, Red Dragon, and representing the Bullet Club, AJ Styles and Finn Balor. And with 43% of the votes, the Bullet Club are your new AEW Tag Team Champions. So AJ Styles is now a double champion. He's also your IWGP World Champion.
Phenomenal one.
The phenomenal one. And also, Finn Balor does have a match against Cesaro over on Dragon Force. Match 2, Nikita Lyons with 74% defeated Serena Deeb. Match number 3, in a handicap match, Maxwell Jacob Friedman destroyed the B team 96-4%. Match number 4. Wow, this was a close one. The New Day edged out the House of Black 51-49. 51, the separation of one vote. That was 29-28 votes.
That was a close match.
That was a close one. Ah, shit. I can't get the belt off this woman because nobody is ready for Asuka.
This is
like the NXT streak all over again. Asuka defeated Charlotte Flair 64-36.
Nobody ready for Asuka.
In the main event, Bryan Danielson, the MLW Openweight Champion, has defeated Adam Cole 81-19. And then, following the main event, Lillian Garcia comes out. The following match is for the WCW United States Championship. This will be a lights-out match held inside of a fight pit. Both competitors have agreed to terms that the promotion will not be held liable for any physical outcomes. There will be no pins, no submissions, no countouts or DQs of any kind. Last man breathing wins.
Last man breathing.
Last man breathing, not last man standing. The last man breathing. That's why we needed a hold harmless agreement. And the winner, Brock Lesnar, has defeated Walter inside the fight pit.
Is Walter okay?
We don't know, and it's not our problem. He signed the waiver, and it's not our problem. We will find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Is he okay?
That's not our concern.
That's not our concern.
It's not our concern. He signed a waiver. He signed an NDA. And now we have the July pay-per-view for Dragon Force, which is TLC.
TLC. Let's get the crowd in. All right, good sir.
You there?
Alex? Alex?
Hear me?
Oh yeah, now we hear you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, I'm about to say, what the hell is happening here?
I don't know.
Okay. God, my life, I swear. No, I said we're gonna start off something new. We're gonna start with Kevin Steen going straight to the match. Kevin Steen going against one of my favorites. We can start off match of a 15-minute no ring out wrestling match. So there will be no escaping out of the ring. You will be fighting in this ring straight into it.
Steen versus who?
Jay Lethal.
Oh yeah, Jay Lethal.
Then right behind that, we also had Fire Desire beat Thunder Rosa last week handicap match, and we had Thunder Rosa win 30 last week. So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna have a tag team match: Thunder Rosa and Victoria versus Fire and Desire.
Nice.
See if they can get along to fight too. Also, previously the other week, the Briscoes did beat AOP. It'd go again against AOP, and now AOP is no longer sitting ring here now in Tiger Catering, wondering when Uber's going to show up. But this, we're going to have the Briscoes go back there and tell them boys, y'all did good. Y'all got to get better. Maybe when you come back to the company, we'll let you get another run at it. But again, you go ahead and take some of them trades home because you're going to need them for a while.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Then we're going to have another match. And this is going to be a little light match because we haven't had this match. I thought about that. So we're going to have Kane versus Wardlow.
Ooh.
Okay.
This match will be held in a steel cage.
You know, I haven't heard cage matches in a while from any of the fantasy bookings, so...
Well, I just had one on the pay-per-view.
Oh, you just...
I had a fatal four-way tag team cage match. Total clusterfuck.
Yeah, he had...
Well, that was over the top.
He had war games in one ring with one cage. That's what he had.
Yeah, basically.
He had a low-budget war game.
Yeah.
In our main event match, we're going to have Cesaro come out with Paul Heyman, Dina Peruzzo, and now our new Alley member, Shelton Benjamin. And Cesaro is going to just cut a nice little promo saying, our match is coming for me versus Finn Balor. I'm not going to lose to Finn Balor. Stand by what they mean. And then Paul's going to take the mic from him and goes, and we also have a backup plan if anybody wants to interfere or mess up our match. The Titantron goes dark. and Brock Lesnar music plays.
Oh shit.
So now we have an insurance policy. If anybody from the other show wants to try to step in and mess up our group from having these belts, because Cesaro don't win, Brock's going to win. That is not a rumor. That's a spoiler.
It's one hell of a spoiler. Brock wins everything.
Eventually, it's just going to be my show and our show just versus Brock Lesnar. We're just going to see how many matches he wins.
You guys should have your own Forbidden
If he
Door.
wins a landslide, I'm like, yo, this is our show. We got to go ahead and just kick everybody out and redraft a whole bunch of people.
Actually, I was thinking about a draft extension. You know, 'cause we're coming up on about a year now. We've been doing this.
Yeah.
We can shake up the rosters.
Has it been a year already?
We started doing the drafting portion in August last year.
Yeah, we
I
did
think the
that.
first show was like October.
That was in August?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
We've been doing this almost a whole year now. So we can, because we did draft more people to the rosters. Now we can do like a shakeup now. You know, fire a bunch of people, trade some people, bring in more people.
And look, as of right now, we do have a lot more new people that came to the wrestling companies now, so we got a lot more talent that we can actually draft from.
Yep.
I thought we did a draft like
It was August.
mid this year too.
Yeah, because that's when we added people.
Oh yeah,
And then I fired some people.
yeah,
'Cause
I
I'm
remember
ruthless like
drafting
that.
people for other shows.
Yeah.
So for your guys' shows, but yeah, we should do it.
And we still have to book the live stream we're going to do with the 2K and our head-to-head show.
That's under construction. It's coming.
Yeah, under
It's
construction.
coming.
But this has been it's been another lovely week of Ultra Heelz Wrestling Programming.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, Alex the Heel won the war.
Yes.
He won the war. I've been Darth Messiah. You, sir?
Alex, the motherfucking heel.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. We're proud of you, Alex, and to all, good night.
Peace.